Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We're so happy you joined us for happy hour. We are back yet again for another episode. Very excited for this. We're kind of heading back into the wedding content. It's been very beloved by our Do Crew members, but this has a little spin on it. The Do Crew wants to hear more about how to plan a perfect bachelorette trip and more of the nitty gritty of our personal bachelorettes, the bachelorettes we've been to. So that's what you can expect from our main segment. But before we do, Rye, kick us off with what's in your cup tonight.
Tonight, I am drinking a Culture Pop in the flavor Black Cherry. I'm super excited about this because it's not a poppy and it's not an Olipop. I'm really branching out, being so brave, and it's good. I like it.
It's very cute. I know we're not on video, but the color is like a bright fuchsia pink.
I know, and the O in Culture Pop is a cherry, so you know that got me.
You should take a cute pic and put it on your Instagram.
Oh, I should. That's a good idea. Tag do.
I love Culture Pop.
Yeah, it's cute, but what's in your cup?
Oh, I'm back to my roots after my little hiccup last week with Spindrift Soda. I'm back to Orange Cream Poppy. I found, so at our grocery store that I shop at, they sell really good flavor cases of Poppy. So I don't have to buy a bunch of individuals, and it's not like the 4-can. This is, I think, maybe like a 12 or... Yeah, I think a case is 12 Poppies.
Slay.
For $19.99.
Oh, such a good deal.
Right? And
especially
they have, like,
for a flavor you know you love.
Right. They have root beer, wild berry, orange cream. So I got an orange cream case as a little switch up to root beer. And I'm going to sip on this and enjoy it so I won't be hating my life like last week.
I'm so glad that you can enjoy your happy hour this week. Wait, while we're on the topic of like sparkling sodas, I have some tea about Olipop. Well, it's not really tea. It's kind of like a little bit of inside scoop. So
please. Over
the weekend, which I will talk about my trip in a little bit, but I was with a golf influencer. She's so cute. I'm like so obsessed with her. But she said she has an upcoming brand deal with Olipop. And do you know what a transfusion is?
Yes.
So she said that Olipop is like trying to get into the golf space, and they're making like a, in quotes, transfusion drink. But it's Olipop brand, so there's going to be like no alcohol in it. And she said that they're going to be launching golf like clothing, like merch. Isn't that wild?
Olipop?
Yes. I feel like they're trying to be so different, and like golf is so big now, and they're getting into the golf space. So you heard it on Do First.
No, I love the piping tea. I'm just not sure if that's on brand for Poppy. It seems like they're...
No, it's Olipop, not Poppy.
Or I'm sorry, Olipop. My bad. Just seems... I don't know. Maybe it's like their introduction into it, because right now it sounds random. No?
No, it sounds so random, but I actually think it's so smart. Like, there's nothing else like it in the golf space.
That's true.
So, yeah, I don't know when it's rolling out.
It would be cool. I'm assuming their vision is like at golf tournaments, at like the drink station. It's like you use an Olipop and can add your liquor of choice if you want alcohol.
Right. Or like if you are not drinking and you still want something like a transfusion, that's your option.
Yes. Yeah. That's really smart. So do you want to kind of just take us through your weekend? I feel like it was so much fun. Did you share last week on the pod? I know we talked about it, but I can't remember if you mentioned it on air.
Okay, no. So I didn't even mention this trip on air last week because it happened so last minute. Like, how crazy. So my sister Kendall, she is like influencer, content creator girly. She got invited to go to the Ryder Cup with this brand. And she asked me like 2 days before the trip if I wanted to go as her plus one. And she's asked me to go to trips like this before. And I always say no because it's always so last minute. She never knows any details. And I'm like, I can't take off of work. Like I can't go. But this time, they were staying in the Hamptons, and I was like, I've always wanted to go to the Hamptons, and like I didn't have anything that I would be missing at home. So I was like, I feel like I should go. Like I always say no. I'm just gonna say yes this time. So I took off work, packed my bags within like a day's notice, and went with her on this trip. It was so much fun. And it's just crazy. Like everyone we were with on the trip couldn't get over how different Kendall and I are. Like they couldn't believe we were actually sisters. It's just like, we are so different, but also the same in some ways too. It's just funny. But I texted Kendall after. I was like, these are memories that we'll like have forever. I'm so glad we had that sister time, and I went on the trip and I actually said yes. But it was so nice of her to ask me, and it was so much fun. The Hamptons, stunning. We need to go there for a girls trip.
I'm so jealous you went to the Hamptons. Tell me more about it. Like, I really think we need to go.
We do. I was only there. I really only had one day to explore the Hamptons. And of course, it was like torrential downpour, but we still made the best of it. The shopping is adorable. We found the cutest cafe. I actually got the best coffee, Rose. Like,
tell me about it.
There was nothing even special about it. It was an iced latte with vanilla, but it was like an Italian cafe. And just the quality of this iced coffee changed my life.
Shoot.
It was
okay,
insane.
well, for someone that's going to the Hamptons, do you remember the cafe's name?
Yeah, I posted it on my Instagram. I just posted like a feed post, and it's in there. It's like Tato or Tito or something.
Okay.
I must go. And I got a croissant with like cream in the middle. Oh, stunning. But the reason we went on this trip was for this golf clothing brand took us to the Ryder Cup, which was so cool. My favorite thing about the Ryder Cup was the amount of grown ass men wearing head to toe matching outfits and like having the best time. And it made me wonder, like, how do men coordinate matching outfits like that? Like, do they have a group chat and they're like sending options? Are they like having the wives pick them out? Like, I'd love to know.
I would love to know as well. I don't know if you know this, or I don't know why you would know this rather, but my dad and a couple of his friends went to the Ryder Cup last time in Rome.
I know that. And he wore a head to toe American flag.
Yes, he
I'm
was
obsessed.
so excited about his outfits leading up to the trip. That's why I'm cracking up, because I didn't realize that they dressed up, and I was like, wow, you're getting really into this, Dad. He's like, oh no, everyone is head to toe American. And
Yes.
I love that. I love like the patriotic vibe. I'm sure the energy, especially the first day, was so fun. And just being in New York, I feel like I could just sense the weather was so crisp in fall. I was itching for it.
It was actually so hot, Rose. I was sweating. I brought my deodorant in my little purse. So there were like purse guidelines, like a 6x6. I couldn't fit anything in it besides my big deodorant, and I didn't care. That was the only thing I brought because I was like, I need this. But it was just so fun. It was a beautiful day, beautiful course, so patriotic. And I guess, so we went on Friday. I guess by the end of the weekend, by Sunday, things were like so rowdy, which wasn't the case when we were there, which thank goodness. Like, it was all good vibes when we were there. Obviously, it was like USA versus Europe. So we were competing, but I loved it. I had a great time at the Ryder Cup. I got Cade merch.
I have to. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get anything for yourself?
No, and I kind of wish I did. I like didn't realize what a big deal it was. Like, kind of a once in a lifetime thing. I wish I got like a t-shirt.
Could you? Is there anything that you got Cade that you could wear too?
Yeah, actually, I got him this really cute, like, kind of trucker hat vibe with an American flag on it. I could wear that.
Yeah.
And I got him a poster for his man cave.
Oh, wow. That's huge. He must be elated. You're probably going to get ice cream again tonight.
I'm going to get surprise ice cream again tonight. Whippy.
Oh, I couldn't. I have to say, I'm really proud of you for saying yes and going.
Thank you. You know, it's like hard for me. And Kendall was getting so mad at me when I would ask her anything about the trip, like any little details. Like, I didn't know what outfits to pack. I didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know who we were staying in the house with. And I just had to like put on my blinders and trust the process. And it all worked out.
Also, how did you come up with your outfits? They were so cute. You had one day.
I had one day, and I ordered from our trusty friend Revolve. They ship in 1 second.
Always, yes. That's
which reminds
very,
me,
very
I do
smart.
need to return one of the things that I ordered that didn't work. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yes, please do. I thought your outfits were to die for. You guys looked so cute at the course. You guys like complimented each other, but had a different vibe going on. And the pics, of course, on like the G7X are just goated.
So goated. Our new friend with the Olipop, she was nice enough to take those photos on her G7X, and she's such a girl's girl. She sent it to us in like 1 second.
Also, reminds me when we begged Kendall to take one pic of us on her G7X at Kenny last year, and she said, "Okay, I'm done."
She took one photo of us. I don't think she ever even sent it to us. Like, thank you. She beats to her own drum, truly.
But the girl, she must have held the camera the whole time. Her little purse probably couldn't fit it.
I think it actually did fit in her little purse. So I had one deodorant. She had one camera in her little purse.
But I'm glad you went. And it was probably so cool to see like really big deal golfers because you watched the swing show, right?
Yes. So I watched Full Swing with Kate. I don't think that I watched the most recent season, but I watched like one of the seasons, and that's how I fell in love with our guy Scotty. He's just like such a precious gem. Oh, and I wanted to say the wives, we like got to see them. They are so fabulous in their little outfits, like following them around to each hole. They just live such a fabulous life, and I'm happy for them. Like, I absolutely love this life for them.
Me too. I love it for them. Also, really quickly, how long was your bus ride?
Okay, so from the Hamptons to Bethpage, New York, in the morning, we left at 4 a.m., which we were like, that's sick. So... Oh, I was sick too, getting up at 3 a.m. to get ready for the day. It ended up taking us 3 hours because of traffic, but on the way home, it was only like an hour 45, maybe 2 hours. But still, yeah, it was like a lot. But I'm not complaining. I got to go, and I wanted to say the clothing brand For All is adorable, such good quality. That's who brought us there, and like we got so many people asking us about our outfits, and it's just such cute golf outfits. But like I don't really golf, but it was such cute athleisure. Like I loved my fit. So would recommend this brand.
You guys look so cute. I thought their stuff was so like elevated, but on brand and trend as well. It was really, really cute. And what an awesome experience for you. I'm so glad you had a blast.
Such an awesome experience. I wanted to tell you a quick story. When I got home, made my coffee. There's nothing like making your homemade coffee after traveling. Like you miss it.
Really? I don't.
Oh, shoot.
I would have missed my tato or whatever.
No, I'll miss that every day of my life. But just like maybe I'm saying getting back into your morning routine more so. So I went to make my morning coffee. I'm like, wow, we're running low on espresso pods. And so whenever I met Cade in college, he wouldn't even look at coffee. We always made fun of him because at Dunkin' he would get a colada, which is like an ice cream, basically, like a frozen drink.
Sick.
So I've been getting him more into coffee, like, cause he gets up early for work. Sometimes he's like, can you make me a coffee from your espresso machine? So I like doctor it up with creamers and stuff. And you know how it kind of like, you just got to warm up to it and then you start really enjoying it. Mm-hmm. So he's been on kind of a coffee kick. Like he's starting to drink it a couple times a week. So I'm like, we're running low on espresso pods. And he's like, you want to know my new coffee concoction that I did when you were gone? I'm like, yeah. He was drinking one of my Melosio pods with one of the double espresso dolce pods mixed together in one coffee. I'm like,
that sounds like a lot of caffeine.
Yes. He's like, it's great. It woke me up. I'm like, you did what now? That's 2 pods. I was like so shocked. I was like, hey, there's no need for you to be drinking 2 pods together. Just drink like more espresso. I don't know. I've never even like thought to mix the pods.
I love that for him.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but now I have to order more.
No, I know, but I will say same experience with me getting Ryan into coffee. And it's so fun as you get them into it because then they're like eager to go on coffee runs with you.
Yes. No, that is fun. And I always get happy when he gets coffee with me because I'm used to getting it alone, like when we go to a little coffee shop. So I'm not complaining. Well, I am complaining because he's wasting my pods, but we'll get there. Maybe I'll just get him like stronger coffee. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll have to do some research on maybe a bigger amount because it sounds like he likes espresso, but I don't know if they would ever make a pod that's more than like a double.
So they have the Melosio pods that are like extra caffeine. Maybe I'll get him those. I mean, damn.
Yeah. Go off, King. Well, from nothing to 500 milligrams.
I know he's probably at work balancing. He probably won't shut up at work. His coworkers are like, "What is he on?" Better than me.
I love it.
Okay, so enough about me. Tell me about you.
Honestly, I don't even have too much to report on. We had our first like chill weekend trying to catch up on some stuff. We're starting to try and do some house projects now that we're like kind of settled back into the house. So that's kind of, I don't have much to report on. It was a great weekend, kind of a mix of everything, but I'm really eager to chat about DWTS.
Oh, same. Wait, I have one thing that you did. You put out your pumpkins for fall.
Oh my goodness. I pulled out my fall decor. Haven't seen that in years. And it's so hard because now I have the itch to like want to go get a bunch of stuff because I'm in a new house and, just different stuff fits. We talked about this, but it's just so low on the totem pole right now because we have a whole house to furnish and decorate. And like, am I really going to spend money on fall decor? Doesn't make sense. However, I was like, just a little bit here and there with what I have that can work. So that was fun. I do have some of my more Halloween stuff, but I haven't put it up yet. That feels a little early.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny that you said that because the other day, something about me is I haven't decorated for fall yet in my house. Isn't that crazy?
Can we have that in writing that I have fall decor up before Riley?
It's just like I was traveling and it's feeling daunting. Like I really want to focus on it, Mm-hmm. But anyways, Kay brought up all the Halloween stuff too. I'm like, you don't need to bring that up yet. And he's like, well, what? It's like October in a couple days. I'm like, I literally put out my Halloween stuff the week of Halloween and then I put it away after 5 days.
I know. I really told Ryan, I was like, I want to decorate outside so much because it's so fun. And my local grocery store had corn stalk.
You were just talking about it.
I know. And they had mums. Rest assured, Florida does sell mums. But I was like, if I get it now, also, I was kind of worried about putting out pumpkins because I feel like there's like wildlife around me. Like, I don't want to attract.
Yeah, maybe see what the neighborhood does. Like, do other people put out pumpkins or no?
So I'm a little torn. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll obviously post if I do. But yeah, it's definitely been like a nice, fun, chill weekend. I am very excited because this week on Dancing with the Stars is TikTok night, which I think is hilarious that they're just very much so leaning into where they're relevant right now. But I'm loving, of course, the content on TikTok leading up to it. So maybe give us your thoughts on the upcoming week. But before you do, maybe did you get to catch up on last week? I know you weren't able to watch live.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to watch live, but we actually flew into LaGuardia and then we had a 3-hour Uber to the Hamptons from there. But it was perfect because I had my iPad and we watched Dancing with the Stars on our way. It made the ride go so fast and it was so fun. Our Uber driver was like listening in. It was cute. He was adorable. So Corey went home, my scoliosis king. And that's okay. Like, I'm not mad about it. I loved Alex, Mamba number 5. That one really stuck out to me. Oh, you know who else stuck out? Elaine. Hey, Nikki,
Elaine
so
is
fun.
here to stay.
She's here to stay for sure.
I really, really enjoyed last week. I thought there were a lot of really good people. It's so funny because I listened to our podcast after like a couple days ago and I was raving about how impressed I was with Barron and then he went home like fine.
Okay, so he did have a really off night and like you can't have an off night or you'll go home.
I know. I have to say I did not expect. And I don't know if you watched until the end when they put it between him and Hilaria and
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, maybe Hilaria and Gleb like really don't have the votes.
I mean, that was bottom 3, right? Like that was not random.
No.
So they don't have the votes, Hilaria.
Well, we don't know if Hilaria and Gleb were just for lore. Like we don't know if they even
so
had
it was
the
random.
lowest. Yeah, it was random.
Okay. Good for our king, Andy Richter. When he had his little rain jacket on and was like shivering in the cold, I protect this man at all costs. I love him and his knee braces.
His knee braces, his commitment, and his partner Emma is doing such a good job creating excitement, and everyone's like falling in love with how funny and like old he is on TikTok. So I feel like people are kind of loving that side where it's not just like, okay, let's get this old man off. Like he's funny and personable and he's trying. So I honestly enjoy it. It's kind of nice to have just a little breath of fresh air throughout the competition.
Yeah, and like it's fun to have like everyone's rooting for the underdog, but surely he's going to go home this week. I mean, no offense, but you can't compare him to, I don't know, Hilaria and like the level of the routines. It's just not fair.
I'm thinking Alex is going to crush it this week. She's doing Boogie with the Suitcase.
I'm obsessed. They brought in the big guns, Molly Long.
Crazy.
Video. Oh, it's the best. She got the best one, I think.
I just can't imagine like what it's going to look like. Is she going to do the dance? Are they going to incorporate it? I'm just so into it, and I cannot wait to see what everyone brings. And I guess, maybe Andy's a good vote. I wouldn't be sad, though, to see Hilaria go. Have to say it.
No, me either. I don't think anyone would be sad. Like, no offense, but we're not into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Sorry.
We're not into it. What else? Anything else?
About Dancing with the Stars?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just so excited. Like, today I was thinking, like, oh, I wish today was Tuesday so we could watch our show.
I know. We're going to have to get you, hopefully this week, like, less bumps in the road for your journey.
I'm feeling good about my couch and snack.
Okay.
And
no garbage disposal
tomorrow.
issues.
Our sink is not clogged right now, so that's a good sign.
I can't wait for you. So we will obviously be 6, 7, 8 days late to our recap next week, but if you guys bear with us.
Better late than never, right?
Do you think we could let them in on what's coming next week?
Yeah, I think we can let them in.
I'm kind of don't want to jinx it, but we're coming back to video next week, guys.
We are. It's been a long road. We meant to come back to video like 3 weeks ago, and then we hit a lot of technical difficulties.
Yes, but hopefully you'll understand why once we're back.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for that. I hope you guys are excited.
Yes. No, we have been getting quite a few DMs and stuff like, please get back to video, and trust
really?
us. Some was out of our control, and then we kind of ran into some hiccups, but it's going to be worth it. And next week is 100 episodes.
Okay, I can't believe that we've done... Okay, this is episode 99. We'll have done 100 episodes of Drinks on Us next week, which is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing.
Honestly, good for us.
Where did the time go?
I don't know. We sat here 100 times.
Oh my gosh, why am I like emo?
I know. Well, technically not, because we've done like some not in our chair, but you know what I mean.
You sat in your bed a couple times. I
Quite
sat
a
in
few.
Florida. What was I going to say? Let us know if you guys have any episode ideas for our 100th.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Let us in. We are eager to get back. And there's just one more thing that I wanted to let you guys in on that makes us feel like we're kind of in the know. I know it's kind of starting to make some headlines on TikTok, but I cannot believe I forgot to share this last week. One of Riley and I's best friends, Emily, she texted us and said, basically one of her friends was to be getting married at this really prestigious venue in Rhode Island called Ocean House.
I forget what it was called. Did she tell us the
something.
menu?
Yes. And I believe it's
Oh.
where Olivia Culpo got married.
Oh.
And the people of Ocean House, let's just call it that, contacted her and basically said, is there any chance you'd be willing to move your wedding date? We have someone who wants the venue. They would be willing to pay for like your change of date. And she said, no, like we really want that date. And whatever, go on. And then she got another call from them saying, this person really, really wants this date. Mind you, the date was June 13th, 2026. And she said they're willing to pay for your entire wedding and honeymoon to have this date. And so the girl said, okay, I'll take it. Would love to know an update on this girl. And when is she now having the wedding? Like honeymoon logistics. I love that kind of stuff. I'd love to know the details. But the whole lore and speculation is that it's Taylor Swift and Travis, because Taylor Swift obviously has a house in Rhode Island, and it's on the 13th, which is one of the only Saturdays of next summer where football is not in season. Like, it just makes sense. Who else would it be that's willing to pay that much money to just have a date?
Okay, I have so many thoughts on this. I feel like all of our listeners, if you're a Swiftie, you've had to have heard of this by now because it's circulating like crazy on social media. Like, everyone has a friend of a friend of a friend who this happened to. And so we found out about this, like Emily told us a long time ago, like 2 weeks ago now. And I just have to say, like, none of us turned to social media and like blasted it out. And I just kind of feel bad for Taylor or whoever this is, that this is now like people are kind of clout chasing, like with this information. Like, at least we kept it to ourselves. Like, we knew that was personal, but overall, happy for this bride who's getting her wedding and honeymoon paid for. And who is she? Please step forward. But maybe she signed an NDA.
She clearly didn't, because everyone knows.
I mean, like after, like maybe once the contract went through, maybe they're like, okay, NDA, like, I don't know. It's crazy though how much it has circulated.
I know. Now I'm like, is she going to pull out and be like, screw it? Now everyone knows where I'm going to be on June 13th, you know?
Yeah, like, I don't know how to...
Like,
and is it Taylor? Like, is it 100%? Who else could it be?
It seems like all the stars would align that makes sense. Like, the speculation is not some far-off Swiftie phenomenon that people run with. However, I am a little scared if it is her and she's keeping it, because I don't mean to be bashing the Swiftie community, but like, they're going to show up at this place some way, some shape, some form.
Yeah, I feel like the privacy has now been just like thrown out the door, unfortunately, because people like turned to TikTok with this information for likes, comments, follows. It's like, just maybe some things should be private.
And they have a year, basically, not a full year, but a lot of time to save up to get there.
Yeah.
So,
Rhode Island's going to be booked and busy on June 13th. I'll tell you that.
Right. So anyways, I just wanted to share that because it felt, now that it's circulated, that we could share it with the Do Crew in case they hadn't heard it.
Yeah. And not to be like, oh, everyone's chasing clout, but I just have to chase clout for a second. We knew first.
We did. And we didn't tell anyone. Someone sent it to me today, and we were talking about it in the group chat. I'm like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this is happening.
Yeah. It's like everyone and their mother knows now.
Yeah. So anyways, that's kind of all I had that I wanted to chat with you about.
Okay. I feel like we talked for a long time. We had so much to catch up on. Should we get into what's in our cart?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't think I talked about my New Balance shoes on the pod, those green ones. I absolutely love them for fall. And even like in November, December, green is just such a good like staple color, like accent color. And I wore them at the airport. I wore them to the Ryder Cup. So comfy. So I'm going to link because they're really cute. They also come in some different colors like maroon. I forget what other colors, but they're cute. I got a lot of compliments.
They're so cute. I love them.
And they're true to size. TTS.
TTS.
Not to be confused with TTPD.
That's exactly where my mind went to.
Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is I ran out. Like, I've never used a lipstick to the very end. I ran out of my favorite Anastasia lipstick in shade Tease from Taylor Solo's wedding. So I need to restock it.
Wow, that had a good lifespan.
Great. It's like been over a year. It's my absolute go-to. I love the way it lays. I love the color. Will be restocking. This is the best color ever. And then my last thing in my cart is Truly's leash broke. Like Cade and Truly and I were on a walk, and Truly just like walked out of her leash. Like the part that connects to it just broke off. It was so bizarre. We've had that leash for like 4 years now. And so her actual harness is fine. We use, I'll link the one we use. The brand is Dog Line. I absolutely love it. We've had 2 now. But her leash, it matched so well before broke. So not salvageable. We had this like leash that a brand sent us that is like so not cute, and Kate's like, this one's fine, it doesn't match at all. I'm like, Kate, no, we need a new leash. So I'm on the hunt for like a good quality one. What brand is Rins?
Rins is so random as well, but his is just black on black, so it's nothing fancy. Nice. But there's that one brand at Target.
I know, that's what I was picturing too.
Adorable. What is it? Wild
like
One,
the rope.
Maybe? Yes, and they have really cute colors. I'll try and look it up so you can link it, because it has, I know they have their own website outside of Target.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was picturing too, but I couldn't find it. I'm just going to buy one and hope for the best. Kate's like, we don't need one. I'm like, well, we can't be walking around with this unmatching leash. Truly is a lady.
Shows up. It just shows up, and then he'll deal with it, you know?
Right, exactly. Well, what's in your cart?
Okay, so last night I was having chocolate chip cookies, and I sprinkled my Malden sea salt, and I was thinking, have I ever mentioned this on Drinks on Us? Have I?
I think that you have. The only reason I think you have is, I don't think you've said it in your cart, but you told me to get it because I was like, I want a good sea salt, and now we're addicted.
To Malden?
Yes.
Okay, so it is the best. It's not what I usually use for like cooking, like seasoning my meat or whatever, but it's the best for desserts or when you want a little flaky sea salt in your coffee or whatever. And I swear it just elevates it. The one thing I need to do is get a cute canister or something for it, because I hate the container that the one I get comes in. I know they have like a huge one that's plastic, but mine's in like a paper box.
The green one.
Yeah. But anyways, it's the best. So if you're looking to just like elevate your desserts or coffees, I feel like it's very year round, but I don't know, for some reason fall feels more sea salty.
We sprinkle the Malden on everything. Kay puts it on his avocado toast.
That's a perfect use for it.
Yeah. So great rec by you.
Thank you. And then I wanted to say that I got inspired from our fall episode, and I got one of those like corduroy oversized boxy jackets.
Yay. Oh my gosh. I pictured you in that. I'm so glad you got it.
So it's coming in the mail, and I will link it. I'm excited. I hope it has like the right fit, because obviously I shopped for it online, which is a little scary, but I thought I could wear it to like the pumpkin patch and just transitional fall. Like I had mentioned before, I think it's like a perfect piece for a Florida type of fall winter. So we'll report back. I'm very excited about it. So figured I'd link it. And then last but not least, so I was inspired, or influenced rather, to try Clean Simple Eats Clear Protein. Have you heard?
Okay. I've heard of Clean Simple Eats, I believe.
So they have something called a clear protein, and everyone was raving about this one flavor, pink starburst or something. And I was like, you know what, having a protein powder, it's basically like drinking like a fizz or something, that kind of flavor, but it has protein in it. And I feel like sometimes I don't want like a thick decadent shake.
Yeah.
So I was intrigued by it, because I just struggle so much to get my protein in and blah, 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 blah. And so I get it, and I was unimpressed. I didn't like the texture and consistency, and then I realized that it was they have whey protein.
So it's clear whey?
Yeah, it's clear whey, which is fine for some people. I just don't like whey. I like a vegan protein.
Same.
Or grass-fed.
Whey hurts my belly.
So, yeah, and I can't have milk because of Shiloh.
Oh, there's milk and whey. Shoot,
Yes.
are you going to give it to Ryan?
So I gave it to Ryan.
He gets all the faid.
I know. Faid. He hasn't drank it. I need him. I'm like, can you please drink this? It was expensive. But I say all that to say, I'm pretty sure you like the brand Array.
Oh, I've actually taken their bloat pills, but I've never tried their protein.
Okay, but you like their bloat pills. Well,
Yeah.
I've just heard they're a credible brand, and they have a grass-fed clear protein that I'm eyeing, and the flavor was like raspberry lemon, which I think would go well with like my fizz, and just a nice way to kind of get in some more protein. So I haven't bought it yet. I'm thinking about it, so I figured I'd share it because it is in the cart.
Please follow up and give us a review if you buy it, because I've heard about clear protein, but I've never been intrigued to try it. So I'd be curious to know your thoughts.
I will report back if I go for it.
Okay. Yay. Well, let's get into the main segment. Today, we are going to talk about something that we actually got a DM requesting this episode. Basically, how to plan the perfect bachelorette, a little bit of insight on our own bachelorettes from, gosh, it seems like decades ago now. We're so old. But yeah, we're just going to have a fun girly chat on tips and tricks, what we've learned. We've been to quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're kind of dwindling on like our bachelorette duties.
Isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy. Like when you're in the thick of it, it's like weekend after weekend after weekend. And then once it slows down, it's like, wow, those really were the days, huh? Mm-hmm. So first one, I guess we should recap our bachelorette parties. So I'll start with mine. We went to Miami, which is so funny because remember we were like going to go to Vegas, and then it was like right around COVID and things were shut down. We were like, all right, let's pivot to Miami. And it was so fun. It was really crazy. We like went clubbing. We were like jumping off of a yacht, day parties. But like, that's what we did at that age, you know? How old were we? 24, 25?
Yeah. Wow.
Like kind of young. But there was no drama between like the girls, which I feel like that a drama-free bachelorette party is all you can ask for.
100%.
Like 12 girls under one roof, no drama is unheard of, which if there was drama, I didn't hear about. Actually, the last day there was a little bit of drama. We won't get into that.
No, we'll save that.
It didn't. Yeah, it wasn't like, yeah. Anyways. But yeah, we had a lot of fun on my bachelorette. Very fond memories. If we did that same exact itinerary now, we would certainly pass away.
Mm-hmm. We would never make it.
We would never make it. But I wanted to talk about yours. Yours was so fun.
Mine was in Scottsdale. We got a big house. I would say Scottsdale, this kind of goes into some of our tips, but I feel like it's a great place for big Airbnbs that are nice.
Yes.
We had, I think,
your Airbnb was stunning.
It was really nice. And I think we had 18 or 19 girls. There was a lot. And also kudos to no drama. Love that.
Yours was zero drama as well. And I loved it because it was so spacious. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you're crammed in a little, I don't know. I just loved having like enough room to get ready. That's very important.
It is, which is hard though, like to find.
Yes.
But I will say also we went full out. I think because Riley and I were like earlier in our friend groups to get married that like we were still like, oh my gosh, bachelorette, like girls trip, you have to go like so hard, which I do feel like both of us, maybe mine a little bit more, had a tiny bit more balance.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, we did like
we had,
yoga.
Yeah, we did yoga. We went to like bougie brunches. We did like
we
the
got
boat
the fire
day.
shots.
Oh yeah. That's where things got started getting rowdy from there. We had like my sister got this amazing Mexican like chef to come to the house and make tacos after
That
we
was
were
so
like
fun.
So feeling good after the boat. We just annihilated. And I feel like everyone does like a night at home with like lingerie or games or whatever, which is always a lot of fun. So we had like some clubbing moments, some intimate fun moments, some moments just like out at the pool playing games. So I really enjoyed Scottsdale, and I would say both Scottsdale and Miami are extremely desirable bachelorette trips. Like there's a lot to do to cater to that vibe.
Yeah, I would still recommend both locations, like even years later.
So kind of going off of that, I know that was kind of our bachelorettes very surface level, but I know we'll talk about them more as we kind of go through some of the different things. So kind of going off location. So location tips, what would you say? Kind of think about what you envision for your vibe, because it is per person, per bride. Like some people want to go to Wyoming and have like a very off the grid, or I think about Alex Cirillo in the cabin camp vibe.
Yes. So I would say picking a location that caters to what you want your bachelorette to look like, whether you want it to be more chill, whether you want to go clubbing every night, which is totally fine, or whether you want a mix of both. And I feel like there are so many resources actually on TikTok where it's like, if you're going here, these are the restaurants you should go to, and just like kind of scoping it out can really help you just curate your ideal bachelorette, because it's all about you.
And there is no right or wrong.
Right.
I would say that's such a good tip. I don't even know if this was around when we were having bachelorettes, but there is literally the way you could literally type in Scottsdale bachelorette on TikTok and you could see the exact vibe, or Airbnb or ChatGPT. Like there's so many easy resources to kind of do some of the backloading for you if you're curious about what that would look like. Or you could even ask chat, like, I want my bachelorette to look like X, Y, and Z. Like, what are some places?
Yes. And even the accounts that are like the perfect Scottsdale bachelorette itinerary, like they are doing the Lord's work from start to finish. It can give you so many ideas. So I would definitely lean, and like, don't be afraid to collaborate with your maid of honor. It doesn't all have to be a surprise. Like they can't read your mind. Like tell them what you want.
Agreed. Especially on themes.
Yeah. Okay. So going off of themes, here are some ideas that we absolutely love. I feel like mine didn't really have a theme, like Batch and Boozy. That was just like which was like so fun.
Like pink and orange and white.
Yes, pink for sure. But I feel like now the themes have gotten so much more curated, which I absolutely love. So a couple that caught our eye was, if you do like a Wyoming or somewhere where it's snowy, a praise ski.
To die for.
Like so cute, like fur and sweaters. I mean, obsessed. Another cute one, coastal cowgirl hats, like even coastal grandmother vibes. Like so much fun. That's Amore.
I love that one.
Italian. It's just so, I feel like having a theme sets the whole vibe.
100%.
Another one, if you're doing Vegas, Lucky in Love. Like gambling, dice, cards.
Kalani's theme.
Oh yeah, was that her theme, Lucky in Love?
I don't know, but I remember seeing like dice and cards and bright red, and I thought it was so cute.
So adorable. And then you mentioned this, Rose, but my friend Alex did camp. We went to the lake. We stayed in a cabin, which was not a cabin. It was like a stunning like mansion. But it was so much fun to have that vibe. It was like Camp Alex. And then I thought this was really cute, tying the knot, and everything's like bows everywhere. If I would redo my bachelorette, I would probably do that. So there are so many fun themes. Those are just a few like newer ones that I thought would be so adorable.
Yes, I think having a theme is so sweet. My theme was the final rose, or the last rose, or what was it? We had like rose petals at the entryway. Yes, it was so cute. Like the final rose, something like inspired off of like the Bachelor or Bachelorette. And it was so cute. Everyone had like cups that said that, and it was like black and red themed. And there was like a neon sign that said,
yes, what did it say? Something so cute. We had pictures with it. We'll have to pull up some pictures from our bachelorettes.
Yeah, maybe we can do a carousel or something. But I think themes are so fun. I've seen like Last Toast on the Coast, kind of like Coastal Cowgirl. Again,
I liked Crystal's Spritz.
Yes, Last Spritz, or something about Spritz. If you love Aperol Spritz in Red 40. I I came off of that and found out about Red 40. So I'm glad I got to go there before. Just kidding. I would still enjoyed it, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think having a theme is nice because when you walk in, I love kind of the having little gifts for your bridesmaids, you know, whether it's a bag or a hat, or everyone wears a matching cover up or some of your favorite makeup products, but you can theme and cater the presents to the theme, and it kind of brings it all to life.
Yes, I think it's so sweet when the bride does something like that for the guests on The Bachelorette, just because they are spending, you know, time, they're taking PTO off of work, they're buying flights. And so it's just like a little way to say thank you. And it doesn't have to be anything big or extravagant. Like it's the thought that counts, and you can make it cute, tie little bows on everything. And I think that's a good way to set the tone of the trip.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Okay, so the next one can be tough, like we were saying before, with a house filled with girls, but how to avoid a drama-filled batch. I feel like as the bride, you are setting the mood, what I just said, setting the tone. Like you kind of have to go with the flow. You can't be like, I don't know, upset if something didn't go exactly like you thought it would, or it doesn't look exactly like you thought. Just gotta kind of like be thankful that you're with your friends and having the best time. And obviously you can't control little things that happen, but just overall trying to just be a happy, carefree bride with your girlies.
And try to soak it in because it's so short. Like I feel like you get there and there's adrenaline and then you blink and it's over. And so I think your advice of trying to go with the flow is great. And I know that's easier said than done, especially maybe if you feel like you're hearing comments about what some of the girls are saying, or there's different groups from different friends of life, and whether they're merging and like hanging out and getting together, or they're like clicking off to the side. Like don't overly force everything you want it to be, that you lose out on having fun. And on the contrary, if you are the bridesmaid or friend going, just remember to just do what the bride wants and like what the bride has for the itinerary, and just also just blend and go. Like don't be the center of attention in the sense of like causing a problem or wanting this a certain way. Like your job is to just like make things go as planned.
Yes. I feel like it's general rule of thumb. The whole weekend is whatever the bride wants. Like, what do you want to do? Whatever you want.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay. Sorry. I got distracted. I was just thinking about all the different bachelorettes we're on, like moments that we say that, like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go out or do you want to stay in tonight?
Yeah.
You know? Okay. So I would say we kind of mentioned this with ours, but what would you say are a few tips on figuring out the itinerary based on, I don't know, I find that girls sometimes struggle. Like, I feel like we have to go out because that's what everyone does and it's your last hoorah. But like, if that is so not you, you do not have to do that. I think you kind of have to figure out based on location and what you want it to be in the group of girls around you, what kind of combination of like a weekend sounds perfect again to the bride.
I agree. I feel like not every day has to be jam-packed with activities and like expensive things and dinners. And I feel like some of our best memories are hanging out at the Airbnb or laying at the pool or ordering takeout. So I feel like obviously it's fun to do these events, go out to nice dinners, but catering to the group and like having that quality time, just trying to reiterate what you're saying. You don't have to go out every single night and be like, go, go, go. I feel like the Bachelorette is for making memories or talking about past memories. So really catering to your group and, you know, what they want to do. The worst thing that can happen is your bridesmaids are like complaining behind your back that there's like so many things. It's so expensive. It's so, we have to do this, then that, you know, you just want to have good vibes the whole weekend.
100%.
Okay. So next one on our little list, be cost conscious. Do what you want to do do what you want to do, but think about the cost. So basically what I always say to our group of friends is like, we would literally have fun with each other and laugh our asses off if we were sitting in a cardboard box. Like not everything has to be so extravagant. And like as the bride, it's a lot expecting your bridesmaids, and they'll do, like, you do it for your friends, they do it for you, but just being conscious about cost, I feel like can only help. Not saying don't do everything you want to do, but just, thinking about others.
Yeah. And maybe your big thing you want to do is the boat, right? So, like that's going to be a big expense. So then maybe you do like not the bougiest dinner or like a high-end cover fee for a bar, or if you are like, there's different things you want to do, or you really like this like bougie house, but it's a little bit more expensive, or you're thinking about adding in like different events that cost a certain amount per person, like just running it by the group chat before you just say like, this is what we're doing.
Yes, that is great advice. I feel like they would appreciate that.
Because it's like, of course you want to do what your friend wants to do. It's like one weekend that's all about them and like you're celebrating them and you're thankful you're there. But I think that goes such a long way of just being like, I would love to do this, but I want everyone to feel comfortable, because then you don't feel like, oh, well, like I didn't even get a say, which there's some things that you just have to like swallow because it isn't about you and it is about the bride. Yeah. But I know we're sharing on the bride front, like to your point, just kind of take the whole weekend into consideration to kind of have a good balance.
Agreed. Oh, what's next?
My turn. Okay. So accommodations, you kind of mentioned this with mine. Just having enough beds and like a couple bathrooms. If there's a ton of girls, it's not going to be perfect because not houses aren't perfectly made for your exact bachelorette, but just being cognizant, like if someone maybe is coming and there's sisters and they don't know the rest of the girlfriends, like maybe there's a bedroom that the sisters can sleep in so they're more comfortable, or you have like 5 best friends from one phase of life, they can sleep together, multiple bathrooms to get ready in, a good hangout spot to do games or sit around and drink wine. It's always nice to have a pool or fire pit or something outside if you're going to like a warm, or even inside if it's a cold place, but to like congregate at night so you get everyone around in one room.
Yes, I feel like just having a house and space to accommodate your group is so important so that you are comfortable there and you don't have to be spending money on Ubers, at all hours of the day. You can actually hang out at the house and be comfortable and chit chat. Remember we did that game with Ryan on the TV at yours where he like answered questions and you answered? That was so fun.
I loved that. See, I think I loved my bachelorette, and in the moment, like it was everything. But now I feel like I would have added even more, like just chill, like drinking wine together on the couch.
I know. But yeah, I feel like what you said, we both loved ours, and it was such a different, like we're different people now.
I know. It's
so
wild.
Okay. So last one is who to invite to your bachelorette, which we both did this. We invited all of our bridesmaids, and then we also invited our close friends who we would want there, even though they're not a bridesmaid, and no pressure for them to come, but like an open invite. So I would always recommend if you want to invite more people, you can. There's no rule.
I totally agree. Like the gesture can go a long way for that friend to feel included, and maybe a couple bridesmaids can't come, so it makes up for like the loss of them being there, or best case scenario, everyone goes. So if you feel inclined and want them there, invite them. I wouldn't overthink it.
Agreed. Well, I think that concludes our main segment. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this is helpful. I feel like just hearing from us old hags, our little tips and tricks can, be a little helpful here and there sometimes.
I know. It was fun to kind of go down memory lane and talk about it. I hope it was helpful for you guys. And if you want, you can invite Riley and I to your batch.
Oh, yeah. We won't bring the mood down. We promise. We'll go out with you.
We won't be hags.
We won't be hags for the weekend. Okay, let's get into Girls Room, our anonymous advice segment. We have 3 submissions today. First one. Hi, girls. Any advice on dating someone with different political beliefs? My boyfriend and I of 2 years differ a little on our political beliefs. He is truly my best friend and biggest supporter. We align on fundamental morals and goals / how we want to raise a family, but sometimes get in little disagreements on political subjects. I think it comes down to that we were raised in very different environments with different families. My family loves him and I love his family, but sometimes I get nervous that we have these little arguments. This is really hard, especially with how prominent I feel like politics have been. Like, I feel like they were never this, like you never knew someone's political beliefs years and years ago, but now I feel like and I just want to say, don't let this be the reason that you're not together. Like, if you love each other, it will work out, but you might have to have hard conversations and you might disagree on certain things. But if you love each other, that shouldn't be a reason that you're not together.
I agree. I think it is tough and something that I know some of my friends' parents have differing views and they're obviously married and had children. So it's definitely possible. I think it just depends like how strong and important, if you will, politics is to this couple, because it could stir up some, to your point, some really heavy, hard conversations. And the thing about politics is not often are people willing to like bend to see each other's views. So there could be some tough conversations, but if you two are willing to agree to disagree and have like a respectful boundary around that, and maybe kind of navigate the conversation of like, if your kids got to an age, if they ended up together, because they're only dating, right?
Yeah. She's her boyfriend of 2 years.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking they just have like deeper conversations if they were to like choose to have children together. And, you know, that's something, it goes along in like your moral compass. Don't you agree?
Oh, I totally agree. I think that this is not a deal breaker, but like you said, you just got to think about it.
Agreed.
Okay, next one. Hi, girls. Curious of your advice of how not to feel pressured to have a baby right after your wedding. I have already heard the baby questions coming. We are getting married next month, and as much as I would love to have a baby, I just started over in my career and want to get established with a comfortable salary before we start trying. We also want to buy a house hopefully by the end of 2026, and obviously don't want to have a baby in this apartment as we are on the 3rd floor. Would love any and all advice as how to ignore the pressure and comments/questions from everyone else and go based on your own timeline. Okay, I feel like we've literally been talking about this for 2 years, ever since we started Do. Like, we got that question all the time right after we got married, and I don't have any advice. Like, it's annoying every time.
It is annoying. I think you just kind of have to get to a point where you let it roll off your back, because you and your husband know like what the goal is for you and what you guys are looking for. And I just don't think it's a necessary comment, especially because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, like you don't know, maybe they are trying and they're having trouble. Like, it's such a crazy question to ask. And unfortunately, people are going to continue to ask you. And you just got to you've got to find it somewhere in your mental strength to let it go. But I feel you on this, and it's so annoying. And
what else could they... I'm just trying to think of how I handled it. Like what you say back, like what do you say back? Just, they're going to come eventually, like when the timing's right, or trusting God's timing, or
that's a good one. We'll let you know when we're ready. Thanks for asking though.
So I don't know, figure out like in your personality, just like a good line to like rattle off where it's just, you don't even think about it. Like, you just know what your response is going to be, so it doesn't bother you.
No, I agree with that. Also, congratulations on your wedding. I hope you're doing okay 1 month out. It can be like so stressful right now with everything so close, but it's going to be the best day ever.
Yes, congrats.
Okay, last one. Hi, girls. Love listening to the pod on my drive to work. Y'all have inspired so many things in my life, and I love keeping up with y'all, especially as a former competitive / collegiate dancer. I need your help. I am getting married in July and cannot decide what to do for my hair. I have always wanted to do my hair down, and my inspo pic is actually Rose from her wedding day. But now that I have my dress, I can't decide if an updo would be better. For context, my dress is drama. Total modern Cinderella with a long train, ball gown, corset style top. Yes, the trendy style, which I had always wanted to do before it was trendy. What do y'all think? Should I put my hair up since the dress is so extra, or stick with it down? Does it even matter? Would love to hear what y'all think. Love y'all. Okay, she's definitely from the South because she said y'all 100 times. So cute.
I know. Oh, this is hard, Bri. What would you say?
Okay, I have to say, I wish you sent us a picture of your dress. I can't decide this without seeing your dress.
I agree. And just like her in general. But if you want to, we would be more than happy for you to send us a DM and give you our honest opinion. I think ultimately you have to go with your gut. Like, I'm sure it would look beautiful both ways, but if you do want our opinion, we have to see it. That's just not fair to give an opinion without seeing it.
Right. We have to see it. But if I had to say something without seeing it, go with whatever you feel the most you. Like, if you feel the most you with your hair down, do that. If you feel the most you with your hair up, like, you want to feel like yourself and look like yourself on your wedding day.
Agreed. You don't want to do something so, like, if you never wear your hair up or you're forcing it because you think it looks better with the dress, you're going to regret it, because those pictures, to Riley's point, you want to feel like yourself.
I would love to know how many people have your wedding hair and makeup as their inspo pic. I feel like it's all over Pinterest, and like, I feel like
where's my
hundreds of girls.
kickback?
I know. Can you like monetize somehow?
I didn't even upload it. I don't know how it got there.
Oh, you didn't? Maybe your
No.
wedding like stylist. I don't know.
But I know I get that a lot. It's a compliment. So I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved my hair. And I would say if you are doing down, it's a perfect way because it's out of your face. And I didn't have to touch it. Even though it was down, it wasn't like, oh, is my hair right? So if you do go that route, highly recommend.
Yes, we can't wait to see. So definitely DM us. But I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. We hope you enjoyed this ep. And as always, feel free to like, subscribe, join the Patreon. I have a new video coming up. I'm really cutting it to the wire in in September with my second video. Do you have 2 videos up this month?
Yes. What's your second one?
My second one, I vlogged going to the pumpkin patch. And then I'm going to also put in that making my apple crumble, but I need to make it.
You didn't. Oh, did you get your apples though?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about that because we were so caught up in the Ryder Cup.
I know. So you guys can catch up on that in the vlog.
Okay. So yeah. And my 2 are up. I did my first fall coffee and a little reset day with Shiloh. And then my other one for September. Why do I forget? Staple meal. And your other September, don't tell me.
Pumpkin roll.
Oh, I watched it. It's slayed.
It's slayed. I know.
You said, Kate, do you want me to make this for Thanksgiving?
He said, make it every day.
I know. So anyways, yeah, head over to Patreon. We're going to have some fire ones for October. I just know it. I'm just feeling fall and excited. So anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully next week watching as well. We cannot wait. Thank you for being patient with us, and we will see you same time, same place next week for our 100th episode.
Woohoo! It's going to be so fun.